Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Red Bull Debrecen. Today we have got the Sporting game in the Champions League, hoping to beat them and get through to the Europa League rounds, the knockout rounds that we could fall into if we come third. Fingers crossed and all that. If we beat them, I think we do it. It's one of those that they've got the same goal difference as us, and because we'd have beaten them, I think we'll be fine to go through to that round. We'll have to see how it goes though. So, we have had a couple of games in between. Obviously, we saw the draw against Bayern. We beat MTK 2-1. That was, comfortable but lucky at the same time. We kind of got away with a few things there. We lost to Frankfurt, where where Giovanni Munoz missed a penalty in the 93rd minute to level it. So, the amount of chances we created, we should have scored, but it was a completely rotated side. There was only 4 players that had actually played in the previous game. So, it doesn't matter too much because I wanted to make sure that who I needed was ready for this game today. We will swap those over, actually. And this is the team we are going to go for. David Harvey in goal, Santalab, Dan Lewis, Erak, who does need a rest, but we've got to play him, and Luke Thomas at the back, with Sadri and Amado in midfield, Lito, Cristiano, Salai just behind Caio Jorge, and obviously we've got a nice fully packed bench there. Unfortunately, Omar Zagacheta hasn't come back quite yet. He should be back hopefully in about a week's time, so if we get through to a knockout round, he should hopefully be back ready for that. But we'll jump straight into things. We are going for the 4-2-3-1. Obviously, we did quite well with the 5 at the back in the previous game. But the reason why we've gone for the 4-2-3-1 is just because when we played Sporting last time, we played very well when we had that extra that attacking threat rather than holding off them. We were much more positive and much more dominant in the game. So I wanted to go from that from the off. We are away from home, but I think that should be fine anyway. Obviously, Bayern and Milan are already through. Milan are obviously top the group comfortably. So there's no real changes other than the game between us and Sporting. Hopefully, we can get a win and power through. Not massively confident, but you never know. So the start we have been on top, but they have got the first highlight of the game in the 24th minute, coming forward with Gonzalo Plata. Hopefully this is just one of those where we win the ball and we break ourselves, but he's run a long way with it. He haven't worked back. Lito's kind of let him run there, but Santalab's done well to get in there. Can he look to get this ball moving forward now? He plays it into Cristiano, there's a lot of space in front of you for you to drive into. Bit of a slow decision making there. They have a lot of players back. Caio Jorge on this right hand side into Lito, who's then going to look to get round and get a cross in. He does get round, but is then held up again. Silva clears, but it's Amado on the box. What a strike. He rattles the bar with that effort. It looks like it was a straight hit. What a hell of a strike. It looks like he's injured as well. So, it's a hell of a ball. You can see we have had a lot more chances. We've created more. So, it is looking positive. We do need the win at the end of the day. So, we might as well go as attacking as possible and get the ball forward. I think we might... I don't want to risk Amado. What injury is it? It's a groin injury. The injury's affecting him, but he's playing well. So I'm kind of... what could we do? I think instead of that, what we will do is bring Kalmar on for Sandri, who's not performing very well. And leave it at that for now. We might look to bring Salai off, and then we can always bring Amado off if things get worse, which hopefully they don't. But we need him on the pitch because he's by far our best player in the squad. So we're an hour in. There's no signs of anything from the boys. I think we're going to have to take Amado off. I can't risk him any further, and he has kind of slightly dropped off there. So with that, what we will also do is take Salai off and put Marin on, and then following that as well, we will go attacking. We need to get a goal. We're on top. We've got to be making something out of this game. And then when we go very attacking, we don't get anything. But we have got a corner. Thomas with that ball in. Kyle George at the back post. He's head wide of the post to this near side. We want to get things going. We need to get forward again. Very attacking. Let's go again, boys. Look how many shots we've had and shots on target. But we just can't get the goal we need. And that's going to be it, isn't it? There's no... I mean, that's a very highlightless game. Oh, it's so disappointing. We should have scored. The XG was there. It shows that we should have got something out of that. And we could have absolutely gone through. But it's positive. I'm still positive from it. The boys are still learning. A lot of them are very young still. So it's nothing too much to worry about. We got 822k for playing in the Champions League group stage. But... I mean, that is kind of it now. We're kind of a bit stuck. We will play the Honved game, so we will have a second game today to hopefully get a win. But after that, it might be a case we just jump to the end of the season, see where we're at, maybe even see if we win the league or the cup, however that works, and then we'll go from there. But we will jump ahead to the Honved game, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we are at the Honved game. This is the last game before the break in the season where they all go off for a little bit of a holiday and then come back for the second half of things. We will be, again, playing the 4-2-3-1, what we know best. David Harvey in goal, Sansalab. Centre-backs have swapped out. We have rested Erak this time. Orban and Demokos has come in, also for the likes of Lewis. Luke Thomas at left-back. Kalmar is coming in for the injured Amado. No point risking him. And Sandri's next to him with Lito, Cristiano and Salai just behind Kyle George. And then we've got a lovely stacked bench there. I think we might even put Sani Kidze on the bench, even for Lewis, because I don't think we need that many centre-backs on the bench. But we'll jump straight into the game. Hopefully we'll get the win today. We'll show you kind of the performances we can actually bring out in the league and jump straight into things. We see... with a lot of players being out on loan, we loan. My idea of the loan system with this team was really just to kind of flood the other teams with loan players in the Hungary so that they get the national status. Because it's continuous, they can't go abroad and then come back. So we are, that is what I've been doing to try and make sure that they keep that status of possibly getting the Hungary nationality and playing for the national team in the future, because I think a few of these guys definitely could, who won't, especially the Brazilians, just like Sandri's done. Hopefully he could obviously entice them to do so. But with that, it has also increased the ability of these teams because we're giving them better players, which is always nice to see. And it hopefully means that they do a bit better in Europe and all that sort of thing, boosting the league up. So it all comes round in total. And by that point, we then can hopefully offer better players, better contracts and get better players to sign for us, and then slowly but surely we'll work our way up and hopefully end up winning a European competition, which again, as I've always said, that is the only goal, is to win a European competition. Doesn't matter what it is, if it's the conference, Europa Conference, or the Europa League itself, or Champions League. If I can win any of that, that is the goal for this team. And hopefully we'll be able to do that before Football Manager 22. But it's a good header off the bar by the striker. They are breaking now with Ronaldo. No, it's not Fat Ronaldo or Cristiano. It is just some other Brazilian there. And it was Orban that did foul him to get the yellow card. Honved looking to come forward now. Ronaldo's got the ball running at the defence. He's not got much support, but he's managed to get it past one player. Is he going to get a strike away? He does. It's well wide of the target. Nothing to worry about, boys. They have got a corner, though. This is looking a bit sketchy. They are fourth in the league, so they're not a bad side. We do weaken them, obviously, when we play teams like Honved, who have got a few loans from us, so 2 or 3 loan players. But saying that, Cristiano is now through after looking for Kyle George. It rebounded to him and he was able to pop that home nice and comfortably. That's what we needed. That 1 goal advantage to start the game. Half an hour in, I think it should be, hopefully, quite comfortable from now. But a lovely counter-attack. Cristiano using that pace. Looked to play it into Kyle George, but who was tackled. But it did fall again for Cristiano, who was able to run through and pop it into the left-hand corner. So they have got a throw in now just before half-time. We weren't able to clear that. Can we break again? Cristiano with his pace, he's bombing forward, looks to play in Caio Jorge, who's going to have to do a lot of work to cut inside. He has managed to get ahead just about, but it is blocked, the initial shot from him. We are filling the box though. Are we going to be able to look to cross in? No, Nemeth has done well there to defend it and has cleared it up to Ronaldo, who again is able to hold that up without much contest. But they weren't able to quite break anything down at that point, and we do go in at 1-0 up for half-time. I think what we may look to do now is bring Caio Jorge off. I don't think we need him on there, and bring on Kwesi Jones. He's a big striker, 6'4", Brazilian, and he's pretty decent. He's requested to go out on loan, which I have accepted. I've offered him out, but didn't look like anyone has come in for him. Decent header by Orban, but maybe even should have done a bit better because it didn't look like he was actually being marked. So only 10 minutes to go now. We have got a throw in on this right-hand side. If we can get another one, it would be nice and comfortable. I haven't looked to make a change yet. I mean, what a Rabona cross from Santalab. It's inventive. Not sure how much that actually helped him with that ball in, but a nice bit of flair. Sandri on the edge. There it is. Sandri, the kind of legend of the team. He certainly has been long-lasting. Brought him in our first season, and he's been here ever since. I'm hoping that he sticks around because he is just one of those players that you can rely on to be in and around the team constantly. A solid player, now Hungarian nationality, playing for the Hungarian national team. Good stuff. We will bring on Peter Gasperic for Kalmar though, and Salai can come off for Simao and bring him on the left-hand side for him. 10 minutes still to go though, and hopefully with that goal, it's made it a lot more comfortable for the boys. And there we have it, a 2-0 victory. Cristiano and Sandri getting the goals. Lovely strike from Sandri for the second one especially. Not a bad result at all. Nice and comfortable. Was no concerns at all with that. You can see that they were fourth at the beginning of the game. We've got that 7-point gap up the top. Ferivar do have a game in hand along with Frank Ross, but nothing really to worry about there. We've got a big enough gap in between us to not have too much to concern ourselves about. But like you say, unfortunately, because we are out of the Champions League and Europa League, we will probably jump further on in the season, maybe even when around the time where we've got a chance of actually winning the league and hopefully show you the trophy lift as well. So I hope you did enjoy. Thank you very much for watching. Give me any advice you can on any Champions League advice as to kind of what I can do to hopefully get into the knockouts or even into the Europa League, which would be nice. But again, like, subscribe and all that good stuff, and I will catch you next time.